Alright, and welcome back. Now it's time to make full use of all the rankings videos. I'm going to do two quick mock drafts now. The first mock draft, I've inputted my entire ranking video into my queue. I'm using the Sleeper app for the draft. So I've got my queue set up and it's just going to auto pick, which it will do, trying to prioritize my queue in the order, but also look at what positions are available and what I need. Obviously, I've put in my 140 skills, plus I also put in my defenses and kickers from other videos that I didn't mention in the overall video, because there's no point to draft them overall. Just when I decide I want a kicker or I want a defense, I'll pick it. And then, yeah, the second one is just exactly the same, but with no queue, just to get like how the computer would pick at my position it's in. Hopefully the AI does some things I do, like it will look to fill positions, so it won't just randomly pick 8 wide receivers in a row if there's 8 wide receivers. Something I didn't mention when I do my drafting is obviously as well I look at positional. So if I've got my second quarterback and a couple of quarterbacks keep up on my list, I'll go to the next guy. But so let's go. So this first draft will be, I've got my ranking list. I've inputted it all in. So let's just see who wants to pick for me. I'll put auto pick on and then just go. Right. So, obviously, start off McCaffrey, Chubb, Kamara, Henry, Cook, Adams, Taylor, Elliott, and Tyreek Hill. So my first pick is Travis Kelce. Obviously, we get Barkley, Diggs, Jones, and Eckler goes off. So my next pick is George Kittle. So using the list, I've already got 2 tight ends, and obviously my plan here is to get 3 tight ends to corner the market. Darren Waller goes now, so I'm very likely to get Kyle Pitts in the 3rd round. See, Allen, CH, Allen, Swift, Jacobs, Robinson, Jones, McLaurin. There we go, got Kyle Pitts. So now Carson, Robinson, Sanders, and Murray. And I got Hockenson. Obviously, if I'd been drafting a natural draft, I wouldn't have picked Hockenson. I would have gone for a different player position. I don't need a 4th tight end, but now I've got it. I'll take it. But apart from Waller, I have pretty much cornered the market on top 5 tight ends. Mark Andrews, people might pick to be top 5. I'm not sure. So we go. My first non-tight end is Jalen Waddle. And my second after is Mike Davis. So, it's not a bad pick for a running back, to be fair. And Waddle, I think, is going to have a breakout season. Be a bit like Jefferson last season. So now we come to round 7. It's coming back to me. AJ Green's going to be my 7th rounder, because no one else is reaching for him at his average draft position of about 170 or something. Following that's Cortland Sutton, Dallas Goedert, Robbie Anderson, and Deebo Samuel. Comes up to me, I get Damian Harris. Again, for running back wise, I'm happy with that because that's an every down starter. Well, he should be an every down starter. New England's a bit humming and ahhing with their things. Let's see. Coming back in the 9th, decides to pick up Joe Burrow. Yep. And then in the 10th will be another quarterback by the looks of it. Yep, so Matt Ryan. So now I've got 2 quarterbacks, 2 receivers, 2 running backs, and 4 tight ends. So by now I should just be filling the bench slot, and then it'll probably pick defense and kickers last because they're at the bottom of my list. So 11th round, Marvin Jones, happy with that. 12th round, it's going to go with Tua, is it? Yeah. So now I've got Tua. Would have rather had someone else. I don't need a 3rd quarterback. This is what I get for letting the computer have it all to itself. So keep going out. Round 13. Who pops up? Zach Ertz. So I've got another tight end. So now I'm going to have to kicker in defense. Got no options. No, right? No, Randall Cobb. See, I was under the impression that you couldn't not pick a kicker and could not pick a defense. And apparently, it's just literally going to follow my list. So maybe leaving it on computer and auto wasn't the best plan. I should just manually pick the top players. But I've learned that now. Jacoby Myers in the last spot. So there we have it. No kicker and no D. But obviously tight ends I'm winning. Kelce, Kittle, Pitts, Hockenson, and Ertz. Only 2 running backs in Davis and Harris. So I'd have to pick one up on waivers during the season. But I'd be happy with those 2 as my starting 2. Quarterbacks, Burrow, Ryan, and Tua. So I've actually got a difficult decision actually, because I'd quite happily start all three of them. And wide receivers got Jalen Waddle, AJ Green. They've got Randall Cobb and Jacoby Myers. So actually, as well, Waddle I'm going to start. The other three, I'd have to look week in, week out. So it didn't end up too badly there. Let's see if I can cancel or reset the draft and try doing it manually. No, I can't. Okay. Well, just on to the next draft then. So now I'm going to have an auto pick without doing my... Let's just start this. Auto pick, no queue at all. Let's just see what happens and how similar or different the team's going to be at the number 10 position. So first round, I'm going to get Aaron Jones. Okay, yeah, I'll be happy with that. Second round, I then get Stephon Diggs. So I've already got a better receiver and a better running back. But I could suffer on tight end on the team. And then at least on my other team, I knew I had, with the 4 tight ends, I knew I had my tight end and my flex spots. Whereas now I need to get someone in the flex. Come back around the third, get James Robinson. And then in the fourth, I'm going to have Miles Sanders. I'm not a big fan of either of those this early, to be honest. I'd rather have them a bit later. But that's probably why in the past draft I only got 2 running backs. But let's just see who I get next. Come up to me in the 5th. Chase, Moore, Prescott, Hunt. So we'll get Justin Herbert as my QB. And then we've got Williams, Thomas, Golladay, Beckham. And then get Gus Edwards. So letting the computer do it at number 10. I'm getting quite running back heavy at the looks of it. And there's some teams like number 6. He's going pretty wide receivers. Zeke, then Jefferson, McLaurin, Cooper, Chase, and Higgins. All right, back to me in the 7th. I now got Deebo Samuel, so I've got another receiver. And in the 8th, it picks up Robbie Anderson. Still no tight end, and I can see all the tight ends coming off the board now. In fact, everyone's got tight ends except me and wide receiver hog over there. Round 9, possibly it might expect it to pick a tight end. Yeah, there we go. So Logan Thomas, actually, that's not too bad. I quite wouldn't mind having him as that. Corey Davis, still got no receiver or kicker. I still need a backup quarterback. And I'll need a backup tight end. So let's see what the computer gives me in the last 5 rounds. Mooney, Gallup, Koo, Hardman, Butker, Bass. So there we go. 49ers defense. And Justin Tucker, Jamal Williams, Jason Sanders, Henry Ruggs. And then I get Hunter Henry. So, got my defense on the tight end. Now look for the kicker and the backup quarterback, and then one more just flex guy, I guess. So who we got? Myers in the 13th. 14th is Aguilar. And then let's see, it gives me 15th. Will it give me a backup quarterback, or will I just fill the flex with someone else? T.Y. Hilton. And there we have it. So, not as tight end heavy as the other team, but with a couple more stars in there. Obviously, I'd rather have this draft board, but rather not done auto picks. I was just doing that to see how the auto pick worked. And literally just goes straight down my list no matter what. So, this doesn't have any defense or kicker. I don't need Ertz, and I don't need the 3rd quarterback. So I would have just had Joe Burrow and Matt Ryan. And then possibly instead of looking for Cobb or Jacoby Myers, I might have picked up a different running back. I don't know who was available at the time. Who's still there? My queue. Giovanni Bernard. He would have been the next running back up, so I would have had him, which would have been alright as a bench running back, just to see how he does. But yeah, so there's two mock drafts. There's me with my list, and there's a standard to play against. Drafting tomorrow, so I probably won't have a time to do a third mock draft where I put the list in but manually choose. But yeah, so I'm quite happy with my teams. It's not complete rubbish. Um, yeah, so thanks for watching, and I might see you tomorrow for the live draft if you're interested and take a peek. So catch you soon.